Boxing fans, we're here with Bob Arum. Bob, another fight for Manny Pacquiao. How special are all these events of Pacquiao's to you?
Throughout the whole history of boxing, there'll be a significant role for the career of Manny Pacquiao. And this is another major fight for Pacquiao. It's the same type of history we had with years ago with Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearn.
What's your opinion of Timothy Bradley? How dangerous of a challenge is he?
Well, I think it's an even fight. If Manny performs the same way that he did in the Marquez fight, Bradley will beat him.
Okay. Now, what was it about Tim Bradley that made you so interested in bringing him to the top-ranked team?
Well, we wanted to get for Manny's fight a young fighter who had a great record, who would give Manny a real fight. I mean, that is always what we try to do, is try to get a competitive fight. Because if the fight is not perceived as competitive, you can't sell it. And Bradley was the guy out there at 147 pounds that we thought was most competitive for Manny.
Now, what's been your take on the recent kind of steroid PED scandal with Lamont Peterson and Andre Berto?
Nobody that I've seen who's addressing the issue understands what they're talking about.
Really?
I mean, it is pathetic. In Berto's situation, I don't know if he had performance-enhancing drugs. It may be that there was a trace from a bad batch of supplements.
Okay.
The point is that there's too much rhetoric in it. And while drug testing is good, it has to be done under the authority and supervision of an athletic commission. The athletic commission is appointed by the governor in any state and it has regulatory authority. These drug testing organizations answer to no one. Now, do they know how to collect samples and so forth? Yeah. So, but what has to be done is if a fight is going to be, they're going to do drug testing, it has to be done under the supervision of the applicable athletic commission, and the drug testing organization is responsible solely to that organization, not to a promoter, not to a fighter, to the regulatory body. And who should pay for it? That's another question. Obviously, the states can't pay for it, so it's probably the promoter. But this, what happened with Lamont Peterson, what happened with Berto, what happened with Winky Wright and Quillen is all cowboys and Indians.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the Brandon Rios Nonito Donaire doubleheader July 7th?
I hope and I believe that will be a great event. Very, we're doing it at Home Depot, very reasonable prices, and we think we're going to have a terrific attendance.
Now, do you think when Donaire looking at his future, is a fight with a Rigondeaux or Nishioka a possibility, or are you going to look more to a Jorge Arce type of fight?
Well, he's going to fight Arce, because that's what everybody wants. That's what the fans, the Mexican fans. So if he wins that fight with Matabula, and Arce wins his fight on the 9th, they'll fight next.
And if the Arce who beat Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. shows up, is he going to give Donaire a run for his money?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And I read that the Mayweather-Cotto PPV's got 1.5 million, but you weren't as impressed because you said Miguel Cotto's the third biggest draw. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, yeah. I mean, Margarito, 600,000 buys.
Okay.
So Cotto is a tremendous attraction.
Okay.
So a lot of that 1.5 million, if it was 1.5 million,
Okay.
is attributable to Cotto.
Now, One Man Juan Marquez, you were talking about staging the July 14th show in Dallas. Were you disappointed to kind of see that fall apart?
Well, he decided that he didn't want to fight July 14th, either against the two opponents